Alright, guys, this is a monologue by a teenager who suffers from Charlie Sheen Syndrome. And excuse me if I stutter, it's because I'm retarded! Hey, and that wasn't a retarded joke. I'm retarded. Alright, you better watch yourselves. Anyways, hey boys and girls, today's topic of discussion is insanity. The crazies, the lazies, the hazies, the mazies, and the racies. I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself on the second sentence. Sorry. Every day I wake up to the screaming of an alarm clock made in the 1990s, and I just want to yell, "Shut up!" Because I'm tired of this world. Losers call me whack because I listen to country and rap. And because of that, do excuse my lingo. That's the effect of the media on me, yo. And look, I ain't got a problem with grammar or syntax or even spelling, but in my life I've been assaulted by a coalition of the ghetto and porch sitters. I got no reason to complain though. I ain't insane unlike the rest of the world. Still, you know what got me pissed off? I'm sitting here in my seat, it's a pretty nice seat, watching culture go down the drain. Anger got me like death to Jesus because Jesus is dead right now. Just saying. Because society treats culture like a dirty Sanchez, a thing to be made fun of by teenagers and hushed away by adults. Let's be honest, adults know what it is, kinky bastards. What can I say? Anger got me. Sometimes I feel like getting on some Charlie Sheen. You know what I'm talking about. A little bit of cocaine under the nose, smoke some fine green, find me a porn star, hide in a hotel, maybe a ticky tack house in suburbia. But hey, you know what? That wouldn't do because suburban kids cut themselves, right? They're emo. So I gotta bring a razor, maybe a cheese grater, cause like I'm getting like totally so fat and I hate myself. I'll put the metal to my skin and rub it back and forth in a whirlwind. Watch the flesh fly right to the floor because hey, I don't feel. Why? Because I'm stupid and whack. Remember? Moreover, I just popped 50 of my mom's Prozac. But hey, don't worry about me. Let's talk about y'all. They're crazy and lazy. Because let's be honest, you're watching YouTube videos. You're lazy bastards. Sometimes I feel like a necrophiliac playing with dead bodies. No, not the ones from the ground, but you guys. Why? Because I got your little dead bodies with strings attached. I'm playing around like a puppeteer, whispering, just whispering in your ear, where to look, what to say. You know what I'm talking about, those moments where you lose yourself. That's me taking over. Now say hey. Hey. Stuck in. But hey, you guys are stuck in your prison boxes, unable and willing to notice culture raging against the plastic wall on your box. It's trying to get in, but y'all won't let it. Today's day and age, it takes something big to make y'all look. 9/11, Katrina, Obama for those blacks and racists. Black? What? Anyways, how about Japan and Libya? Do y'all even know what's happening in those countries? Japan just got revolutionized by some Gundams and Pokemon. There's a war going crazy over there. Libya got swamped by Mother Nature's tidal waves. I don't even know what's happening over there. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what? Sometimes I wish I could bring Katrina back. Because she's a real floozy, like those kinds in that book, That Great Gatsby. You gotta give it to her, though. No matter gender, race, or creed, she'll make you shit yourself from having to look around after she's done. Just ask New Orleans if you don't believe me. They got screwed. Okay. Now let me take a moment here to say something on a different note. My vocabulary is not inadequate because I say the word shit, but I merely said shit because it is the finest and most intellectual word for the space in the previous paragraph. Excrement, not nearly as harsh enough in meaning, while poo poo and doo doo are childish words for overly sensitive parents to use as a way to keep pure the ears of the little pipsqueaks. Let's be honest, parents, Q-tips are just as good. You know the kind of parents that shelter their kids from violence on the news but let them watch MTV because back in the day, MTV was music television. Whoops. Someone please inform the old and ancient that MTV is now the maximum theatrical value of the current generation, the maximum of its creativity, the peak, the apex. Oh, look at that. I used maximum twice for no purpose. Oh, poo, this color in the line. Dora Explorer Nation. Anyways, back to the point. Wait, what was the point? Damn. Huh? Someone get my Ritalin. I got my ADD thing going on or something. It's probably my depression or mania. It's making me forget. Wait, forget what? Shit. Who knows? Just give me the DSM number 4, and I can do any, meeny, miny, mo for all my disorders and symptoms. I like a butterfly. Oh, that's a picture. Never mind. Quite pimpin'. Anyways, today's day and age, people hate, no love or room to, excuse the cliche, appreciate. Maybe we should make room to appreciate. Oh, look at the lost creativity again. Boom, boom, if you know what I mean. Insert winky face. Maybe at this point you're questioning my sanity, or even yours for continuing to watch this shit. Because this seems to be an unorganized homeless man's rant, when in actuality, I do live in a room, but I'm teaching you something at the same time. What are you teaching me? Alright, how about this? Did you know horses and rats can't vomit? Aha! Now that we got that out of the way, society. I will tell y'all right now, you Generation Xers and baby boomers, if the baby boomers even know how to work a computer, good job. Generation Y is in a wreck. Why? Bridezilla, economic bust, Justin Bieber. Woo! Kesha, gas prices, national debt, egocentrism, because you know that's pretty rampant. All the pictures in my room of me, skinny jeans, for fags. Just saying, if you're watching if you're wearing skinny jeans and you're watching this, you're not a fag. Ah, look, I'm not telling you guys how to do your jobs because let's be honest, it's a bit late to, to stop the bleach from touching Michael Jackson. But why did y'all let this happen? It will be an endless cycle, washing machine style, stuck from the 70s to infinity. But hey, it's not your fault individually. It's someone else's fault, like Monica or Rachel, Chandler's, probably Joey's. All those friends, corruptors of their youth. Okay, not really. So don't beat yourselves up over our crappy future because you are, or you can't do anything about it. In the words of the late, great Steve Perry, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. You know, I had a teacher recently, and she gave me a problem that involved me dividing by zero. Let me just say, dividing by zero is an error according to calculators, and impossible and implausible according to mathematicians. No, these are the same people who developed imaginary numbers. Insert ghost noises, because I don't have any. Woo! But why is it impossible? Why can you not divide by zero? To divide by zero is to take nothing away, which by use of perfect logic, which mathematicians claim to have, would result in the original number staying the same without any changes. However, this clashes with the value of 1, which, if you use it to divide, leaves the original number the same. But if you're dividing by something by 1, shouldn't you get 0 because you're dividing the original number by 1, which is in its entirety of existence the original number. So by doing this, you should result in 0. If there's a pothead watching this, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make your brain hurt. I will get a band-aid for you. No, just put some alcohol on it. I don't have band-aids, so just realize that. Nevertheless, educators of arithmetics are dogmatic to the perfect logic of mathematics as presented by the foremost mathematicians, and not to the perfect logic as presented by a boy who suffers from teenage anxiety, drug using, peer pressure, egocentrism, malevolent slash benevolent, daydreaming, ADD, ADHD, burping, butterfly watching, cutting, and to some degree, grating. Don't forget that cheese grater. Oh, it makes you feel so good if you use it once. Trust me, you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. Yeah, no teacher in his or her right mind would trust the avid teenager, or more newsworthy, Charlie Sheen, because as I said before, sufferer. Alas, let me just state that the previous paragraph, I actually did put most of that on a test, and I got 25 points deducted from my last math test due to the teacher making it a personal insult against his or her intelligence, because let's be honest, I don't know if my math teacher was a boy or a girl. Uh, but you know what? It's not like that was my answer. That was just a side note, Mr., Miss, Mrs. Teacher. You should be insulted though because I correctly answered the question and I just happened to add my own opinion. Insult had been served because your mental capacity was not able to realize the correct answer was the first sentence of the paragraph. You are a moron if you're watching this because you know who I am. I know who you are. You're a moron. This is what society has been reduced down to, though. A sense of superiority displayed by the older generations. Remember, baby boomers, if you guys can work it, and Generation Xers. Who knows? They seem to have forgotten how to educate the young about culture in the world. Because of this failure, the rising generations know nothing of the world or of the human texture besides what they're exposed to on shows like Jersey Shore, Fist Pump. If you're from Jersey, I'm so sorry that those New Yorkers come down to your state. New Yorkers, I'm not insulting all of you, just fist pumpers. Thanks to MDV, anyways. Or the cutting of skin, because that is a bit far on a little meaning of human textures. Ooh, it's so good though. Oh my god, you just gotta cut. Just once, just once. But you can only do it if you live in suburbia, alright? I'm just saying. No, instead, educating the youth properly, the old and ancient shower me and my fellow youngins with pills of happiness, joys, and they diagnose us with everything medical, psychoanalytical, neurological explanations for the most part, and again, excuse my lingo, is complete horseshit. Thank you. Bitches say, what?